give you a little
taste
of the men's side.
The teaser.
Right? You have some friends and you have some connections, I'd imagine, on the men's side of college basketball.
Yeah.
Right? And, the men's bracket is out there, and I filled out my bracket. Admittedly, I haven't followed men's basketball as closely as I normally do, right? I love basketball. I usually watch it. I've watched a little bit. LSU being so bad at men's basketball has put a bad taste in my mouth, and I stopped. I watched more NBA than I had college, which is usually flipped. So
I hate the NBA.
Instead, I said, you know what? Since it's the 1 year that I'm not going to overthink this, I'm picking all 12s over 5s.
You're supposed to be in the league?
No, I just hate how they play. They don't play hard.
No.
Well, not yet.
No.
They don't play hard in the playoffs.
And I don't like the rest days. I don't like all that. But I took all 12 over 5s, and my final 4, and this is just based off of teams that I've seen. Really, no scientific facts.
No, there's no way.
Right?
Higher seed.
I've watched Alabama play. Obviously, I know that they're good. But they scare me because what if they don't make anything? Teams that shoot a ton.
Yeah, they shoot a ton.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Loaded.
I don't know, right? Houston, I like the way they play. I like Houston. I've watched them play. Now, as far as the other ones, I have Arizona in the Final Four. And where's my other one? Where did I go? And no. Take that back. I have Alabama playing Marquette and Houston playing UCLA. Let me tell you this. Only reason I took Marquette and UCLA is I did not want to have all 4 1 seeds in the Final Four. That's the reason why I did it. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Who won it?
And I have Houston winning, beating Alabama in the finals.
Ooh, that's who I put in the finals.
Houston, Alabama?
Mm-hmm. And Houston win it.
There you go.
Bama, Duke, Texas, Kansas. Bama beating Kansas.
You also have no microphone.
Well.
What do you like?
Jackie's picks are... Oh, God. Final 4, Alabama, Duke, Texas, Kansas, Alabama, Kansas.
Jackie, I got Duke losing in the first round.
Me too. I do too.
They're hot.
And I love Duke, and I've got Jay Lucas. He was one of my favorite assistants I ever played for.
Great player.
He was our ops guy at Texas my freshman year and assistant my next 3, but I don't know. I look at Oral Roberts, another one of my assistant coaches. He's the assistant coach there. Russell Springman. Oral Roberts made that little run last year, and Oral Roberts has size. So,
I thought about
tell you what,
it.
I have A&M. I have A&M in the Elite 8.
That means you haven't beating Texas, so F off.
Yeah.
Hook 'em.
Sorry. I do have them beating Texas. I like the way. I think that they got seated too low, based off of what I've seen.
Well, their non-conference schedule was terrible.
Not good. I get that. I understand that. But I think they're playing good basketball right now. Anyway, I have them.
I'm sorry. The expert.
No expert. Not at all.
I do like Texas. I don't know why I took them over Texas. I do like
You can
Texas.
still change it.
You can change it.
I can go
You
back
got till
and change
tomorrow
it.
morning.
Yeah.
At what time? What time does it start? 11?
11.
I remember, my senior year of high school, because I barely went to school senior year of high school after basketball ended. That first Thursday of March Madness, we actually had a senior lounge at my high school, and we had 4 TVs in it. You got True TV, TBS, TNT.
That is fun.
You cater in lunch, and you just sit there and you watch basketball all day Thursday, all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then you're just ready for that next week to start. But the games don't start till 4 o'clock for the Sweet 16.
Yeah. No, the first week of the tournament's the best.
It's probably the week where the least amount of work gets done across the
country.
country.
Basketball's watching you. You ain't watching basketball.
It's the classic vasectomy week.
All right, I don't want to cut you off. Now go. What do you got?
All right, so I've looked at it, and the thing is, you can look at it so many different times and think you're gonna have the perfect bracket. You're not going to.
Nobody's ever done it.
No one's ever done it.
$1 billion if you do.
Is it $1 billion now? It's always been $1 billion. It used to be $1 million.
I don't even
they
think
moved it up. They said, the odds of this happening is not very high.
I've got one.
Jackie
one that we do. We do one with our family, and
Corn dogs,
there's
Jackie.
no prize. It's solely just bragging rights for the next year. I'm not even legally allowed to make one. You can't.
Right.
I can't make one to put money in anything. So I kind of. You can. So you can listen to my advice.
I have my notes out.
All right. Perfect. Let's see. Obviously, I've got Bama winning their first one. A lot of people like Virginia.
Let me guess. They play defense.
Yeah, but Furman. I think that could be a 13-4 upset. That was my first.
Wow.
That was my first kind of 13-4.
Do you like any of the 12-5s?
Let's see. Not Charleston.
No strange reason.
I didn't like Charleston for some reason. That was one that I didn't like. But I do like NC State over Creighton. I think Creighton's kind of just they're just a big name that has been in the NCAA tournament all these years.
Well, that's 11. NC State's an 11.
That's an 11-6. UCSB Santa Barbara over Baylor in the first round. I love me a good 14-3 upset.
Wow.
Baylor's known to lose a couple. They lost to Yale a few years ago. You know when that guy said a rebound, you got to go up, grab the ball, and bring it down, and that's a rebound. That was when they lost to Yale. So I like Missouri. I like the way Missouri played. A lot of people are talking about how little defense Utah State and Missouri both played. So that's going to be like a crazy high-scoring game. Arizona, I love them. They're playing so well right now.
I got them in the Final Four.
And then, so let's go. All right, so for that region, what region is that? That's the South region. I've got Alabama, San Diego State, NC State, and Arizona. Are those my 4 in the Sweet 16 there? And I've got Alabama and Arizona in the Elite 8 there. So, chalk 1 versus 2. But a few upsets mixed in there. Looking at the East, this is where it kind of got interesting for me. Purdue and Memphis in that second round. I like Memphis upsetting Purdue.
Wow.
What are your metrics that you look at? Or are you just going
eyeballs?
Eyeballs
are the metrics.
When I'm not watching women's basketball, I watch so much men's basketball. I mean, just being a former player, just like y'all probably watch so much baseball and everything. That might be different. Y'all get a little bored with baseball. It's hard to sit and watch 9 innings of ball.
Nine's hard to lock in.
I watch college baseball, but
love these 7-inning games.
So I've got Duke over Oral Roberts over Duke.
Wow.
I love Ricky B at Tennessee. Excuse me. I don't know anything about ULL. I don't know how good of a team they have. Zakai Ziegler for Tennessee tore his ACL a few weeks ago. He was their defensive stopper guy. It's so hard to win in March when you don't have a point guard.
So you're taking UL over Tennessee?
I'm taking Tennessee in the first round, but I'm taking Oral Roberts over them in the second.
Okay, you know what?
And that may change. That may change because I do like him.
I don't think he's coming back.
That
is the 1-5 I picked is Duke. He doesn't like him.
Nobody likes Duke.
That's the 1-5 I picked.
Everybody's getting sucked up by them winning the ACC tournament.
Well, they've won 9 straight too.
Yeah,
I understand
not just
what it
the
is,
ACC
but it's the
tournament.
name and the tournament win.
Yeah.
I've got Memphis.
Coach Kane walking through that door.
I've got Memphis and Tennessee right now playing there. Let's see. I got Kentucky beating Providence, Kansas beating Montana State.
I got Providence beating Kentucky.
But that could happen.
I know. I like Providence. I watched them play a couple times.
Michigan State.
What were they on?
It was just popped up on TV. ACC Network. I mean, Big East Network.
It was Thanksgiving.
Oh, you subscribed to that one?
It was on there.
So, Michigan State, I would never pick against Izzo, but USC, I think they're kind of still in the hangover.
I took that one too, yeah.
I think USC, they've kind of just treaded lightly, but I don't know. And then Marquette, Shaka's got that team rolling right now. I mean, the way they finished the Big East and won the Big East tournament. So, my Sweet 16 there, I've got Memphis versus Tennessee, because I just changed that Oral Roberts pick. And then Kansas State and Marquette. And I've got Memphis against Marquette.
Do we like Gonzaga? This is the one year I feel like Gonzaga is going to make that run because they're not highly touted. They're a 3 seed. They're not a 1 seed. And they're going to go and do this thing. I'm saying this because my best friend is a big Gonzaga fan.
Timmy.
Bo.
Well, that and Grand Canyon doesn't have their stuff.
What is?
I got
what
to
did
get
Bo
to
say?
All right,
Grand Canyon doesn't have their stuff.
So one of my best friends is the director of basketball ops for Grand Canyon. Talk to him every day. And he sent me a snap this morning. Bagels for coaches, check. Coffee for coaches, check. Band and cheer, loaded on the bus, check. Gear, everything, loaded on the bus, check. And I'm just sitting, I'm like, hell yeah, great job. And then I see Jeff Goodman's tweet. I'm like, I literally texted Starkey before we got here. I said, tough day for Peyton and the managers at Grand Canyon.
Wow, that's tough. It is
but
tough.
they'll get their stuff.
Or they're going to look like Great Britain in the World Baseball Classic.
Or
what about this?
When we got the tea fell
Can't
off.
do it if you just have white tea, baby.
We played Montana State in the Maui Classic this year, and they show up to the gym wearing white when we were wearing white, and so we had to delay the game for them to go get their jerseys back at the hotel. Well, the bus got stuck in traffic, and so Kim was like, you know what, just start the game. And so we're wearing white, they're wearing white. It was a mess for like the first quarter of the game. It was nuts, and then like they just start taking the jerseys, get here, and they're just undressing on the side. I'm like, at least go to the locker room.
No,
like,
it's perfect.
I'm just like, oh god.
boy.
Anyway,
If Red
You would
Panda's
think-
gonna drop
you
the
would
ball,
think that if they're gonna go and do that and get to the hotel, like let's get a police escort maybe.
yeah.
or y'all could have changed jerseys.
Yeah.
Y'all have the
It's
locker
tough to
room.
do.
Right
But we were
there.
the higher seed or the
Yeah.
higher rank, whatever. So
Or just
anyway,
make people go put the Euros jerseys on, the Euros practice jerseys.
anyway, Midwest, Houston. So Northern Kentucky, another assistant coach, Darren Horn. He was an SEC Network guy. He's their head coach at Northern Kentucky. He took Western Kentucky to the Sweet 16 the last time he was in
Wow.
the NCAA tournament. Interesting fact there, if you see Northern Kentucky pop up whenever they play, keeping it close with Houston, remember the name, Darren Horn. He was at Western Kentucky.
If they beat them,
That's great.
It's gonna ruin my entire bracket.
They're definitely not winning that game. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, they're not going to win.
There's only been one, right? Only been 116/1. That was Virginia lost.
That Houston team is.
And you know what? That what was it, Maryland, Baltimore count, whatever?
Yeah.
UMBC.
Another assistant coach of mine on Rick's staff was an assistant coach on that staff. So it could happen, but
Common denominator is you.
maybe so.
Yeah.
Iowa, Auburn,
6 degrees of
kind
ready.
of like Auburn, and I hate Auburn.
I went with Auburn on that one too.
I didn't.
So you picked Drake over Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, I
Wow.
like that. I like that.
I did not.
I like that 12 over 5.
I did.
I did not.
Screw it.
Indiana versus Kent State. I like Indiana.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying Iowa State, and I'm not high on them. I got Pitt over them. I like Jeff Capel. I think he's such a good coach.
So you know so much more than I know. I'm just this is a blind.
Throwing darts.
This
I
is
took
me.
him.
I didn't study for
I
the
took
test, and I am just picking up stuff, and I'm hoping that I
Hey,
get.
but you know at LSU, and I'm pretty sure they teach us. You can just do like one of those. All right, you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I've stole a couple of years.
All right.
Done that a couple times.
So I've got Pitt. So Jeff Capel, he used to work under Krzyzewski for the longest time. Thought he was going to get that job, but then Krzyzewski kept saying, "I'm not going to retire, not going to retire." So
And
he
he
took
gave
the
it to
Pitt
us-
job,
and
and
he
then he
gave
gave
it
it
to
to the
us,
Shire. I got Penn State over A&M. I like the way Penn State played
Well, you
last
changed
week.
my mind. I have Texas now over.
I got
A&M.
A&M getting out of the first round. It's
Yeah.
over there.
So that leaves us with a Sweet 16 of Houston, Indiana, Xavier, and Texas. You know what? F Xavier. I like.
I think. Look, so
Pittsburgh.
now that we can't give you a monetary money value. Can't give you money. Let me just go that way. I'm not even gonna try.
Monetary gain.
Yes, that was what we're looking for. You should sign up for our bracket and the Mik'd Up bracket, and then if you win, I will give you a signed poster for me.
Yeah, you get Mikey and Jared Mitchell's autograph.
We're both going to assign the assured partners to.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'm allowed
Or
to
take
get,
that. That might be
get
a
anything
gift.
of value.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
value.
It's
but we're friends, right? So can I treat you to dinner?
yeah.
Okay, there you go. I will treat you to dinner if you do better than the bracket tonight.
That's value. I don't know if you can't do
Actually,
that.
no. I'll treat you to dinner anyway, just for participating in my
All
bracket.
right, and
I will give you a brand new car.
Car.
I just like to see where I'll end up. And then
Ratty,
we can go
check
to
under
dinner.
your seat right now. No,
We won't give you. We won't give you.
You
anything.
ever had
Yeah,
a Heineken
I want-
Silver?
Yeah.
I
Got
want
a
it.
couple of those for
I
you.
won't accept anything. All
There
right.
we go.
So last region, what?
Well, what's your final four? What's your final four?
You don't want to hear my other 5-12 upset? VCU.
I did like that.
See, you
I
got,
do
you got
like
a soft spot
VCU.
for Shaka.
No, my
Favorite
favorite
Shaka's not there anymore.
I know, but it used to be, I'm saying
favorite
it.
strength coach of all time,
See,
Daniel Roos, got me big when I was in college. He was
Trent?
He was with Shaka at Texas at VCU when they went to the Final Four. Came to Texas and then got the hell out of Austin and went back to VCU, and he's a strength coach there now. So I got VCU.
I took him too.
So I got Kansas, Arkansas, VCU, UConn, TCU, Gonzaga, Northwestern, UCLA. This is kind of my chalk bracket. The West region is the chalk region.
I'm a,
Kansas, VCU, TCU, UCLA, which gets to the Elite Eight. Bama, Arizona, Memphis, Marquette, Houston, Texas, Kansas, UCLA. Now, what y'all have all been waiting for, the Final Four picks.
There we go.
Bama over Marquette.
Okay. Oh, I got two of those. That's two of mine. Love that.
I'm 1 for 2 there.
But that may change. I love
Okay.
Arizona. It
you
could-
don't have much time.
I can pick my parents up from the airport at 8:30, and then my brother lands at 10:30, and my dad might But you know what? My dad's in the family bracket, so I don't want to hear what they. You know what? Bama, Marquette, Texas, Kansas.
Whoa, don't have the other side.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Bama, Texas rematch of the national championship that Colt
We have
McCoy
to
should
throw-
have won.
We have to throw Texas out of this.
Boy,
Like, he's
Texas is going to get to the
clearly-
finals
yeah.
with their head coach not there.
Yeah.
They just won the conference.
No, I know. And I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying that. What a look. What a move by them.
Ole Miss is in trouble.
They will cut down the nets.
Ole Miss is going to be a good spot.
In Houston. They will cut down the nets in Houston, and that interim tag will be removed, and Rodney Terry will be the new head coach.
There you go. I love it. I love it.
And I may be completely wrong. Texas could get upset by Colgate in the first round. Colgate has the best three-point shooter in the country on their team. Shoots 51% from three.
Well, how's that
I-
possible?
It's nuts.
That's crazy.
I heard that on Van Pelt this morning. Van Pelt was talking to Rodney Terry.
Wow.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know how I remember all this
51%
stuff.
from.
I mean, listen.
That's special.
We get,
real
when, the Final
special.
Four, when the Final Four happens, we can watch together and drink a Heineken Silver together.
But what if I'm at the Final Four in Dallas?
Is it the
We'll
same-
mail
same
it
time?
to you.
So it's
I'll
We
leave it
can
at
do
your
it
doorstep.
via video call.
via
We'll just
video
leave it
call.
at your door.
Heineken
Well,
Silver,
We'll
right?
mail you two. You
That
have to
leaves me
mail
into
one
my-
to somebody else.
That leaves